everyone, my name is Priya, and in today's video I'm going to be painting this simple bunny painting with watercolors. And I also just wanted to take a moment to welcome everyone who are new here and new to the channel. Welcome. And for everyone who've returned, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you and welcome back. So today's video I wanted to keep it simple and just have a simple painting of a bunny with watercolors, nothing too detailed. I also wanted to mention a few points about keeping a sketchbook or just drawing simple pieces or painting something simple in between your more detailed pieces, and how it basically helps me and motivates me to continue creating and working on those bigger pieces. Now, this was something I only realized once I started working in a sketchbook, because I was able to do more simple paintings and drawings and even quicker paintings at times. So I didn't have to only be working on my larger scale paintings, which take weeks to complete, sometimes if not days. And I could work on something smaller, and that just helps keep my creativity going, so that when I do approach my larger paintings or go back to it, I feel more motivated and inspired. I have had in the past where I worked on large canvases and the paintings took a couple of weeks, and it used to sometimes get daunting towards the second half of the painting or midway through the painting, where I would start losing motivation, or maybe the interest wasn't in there anymore. And I've noticed that that really has changed since I started working on the sketchbook pieces, and some of them which are really simple. I do have a habit of still making things quite detailed, but in this case I kept it quite simple, still adding shadows, highlights, making sure the form of the rabbit is correct, the proportions are correct. As you've seen in the beginning when I was doing the sketches, I really wanted to make sure those the sketch proportions are correct before I start painting. But I'm not going too much into detail, and I'm not doing too many layers. That also, I've noticed that keeping it simple really helps me open up more freely and create more freely, and not really have so much pressure on myself to, or putting so much pressure on myself to, create something that's going to be like the best piece. Or, and even this is not my best piece, but I really enjoy the process. And I think it's really important for other artists to know that you don't always have to have a masterpiece, and every piece doesn't have to be perfect. Perfectionism, as I've mentioned in the past, is not the point of painting or creating. You just must do it for the process, and that's what I'm starting to do now more of. Just enjoying the process, enjoying the flow of the paints, enjoying the way the paint goes down on the paper, the way they blend, the mixing of colors, and just playing around with different color combinations and things that I usually wouldn't do when I'm working on my more detailed pieces. And just taking the time to create something that I'm happy with and just having fun with it. And even if I don't basically create something that I'm extremely excited about, but at least I had fun with the process and I learned something. So if something didn't work out, then I'll be okay, but this didn't work out, so now next time I won't do that, and you learn from it. So there's never a wasted painting. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, every painting or drawing you do is going to benefit you in some way. So, and you're going to learn from it. So yeah, basically, since I started keeping a sketchbook and making that part of my process of creating and making time for it, even if it's just a quick sketch, quick doodle, it doesn't matter. Just spending some time creating something more relaxed, more not with any pressure on myself, just creating for the sake of creating and enjoying the process. And that really, really has made a big difference for me, because I've had times in the past where I put a painting away and I never turned back to it, because I just lost that inspiration and that interest in that painting and that motivation to continue going. But I've noticed that since I started working in sketchbooks and I work on these larger pieces, I really feel more motivated to complete them, and I really don't feel intimidated when I get back to it halfway, or say if there's been 2 days, 3 days I haven't painted, and then I get back to the canvas and I feel overwhelmed. I don't get that overwhelm anymore, because I really started working more in my sketchbook, and I started just creating simple pieces. And I really found the benefits of creating simple art. So all your art does not have to be hyper realistic or just realistic. I don't paint hyper realistic, but it doesn't even need to be realistic. You just need to paint and enjoy it. Even if your proportions are not 100%, you can still go ahead and paint it, But I do prefer, because I have got the a bit of perfectionism in myself, and as an artist I do tend to make sure my proportions are right, because that just makes sure that I won't be completely disappointed, like if the eye is in the wrong place, or the ears are not placed properly, or the head is too big for the body. So those kind of things will really bug me. But I try not to, just make sure that everything is correct before I start painting. But then I let the paint just do the work and just see where it takes me, and I don't really focus on getting those super real detail work in there, and just giving the impression of fur, and giving the shadows and highlights just to make it look more like you can see that this is a bunny, and you must be able to observe it and see what it is, and not have to think what could that be. Or I just don't like the proportions to be off. I still believe that even with a simple painting, try to keep your proportions right, especially when it comes to animals and maybe people, just so that you know that when you're going over with the paint, that it's going to all come together and really look good, irrespective of what colors you use or your use of shadows and highlights. It's still going to turn out to be a painting that you're happy with. And you might not be happy with all of them, but at least you've learned from it, and it really helps you to open up your creativity and your creative mind, and just start working more freely and relaxed. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like and share. Feel free to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Till the next one, bye.